movie I want to watch? How High. That's the movie I want to watch. It's when they're in college. I think Snoop Dogg is in it. Okay? They're in college. And I think he ended up making something. Oh, he ended up making cookies. Some shit like that. And he ended up giving it to everyone in the school, bitch. And everyone was high as a bitch. High as a bitch. Not even knowing what the fuck to do with 101 on my timer. So there's like a form of levity being passed around. That's what I'm getting here. A form of levity that is like a smile. Joy. You know, opening the door for someone and that sticking in someone's head all day. A compliment that sticks around someone all day. Things of the sorts like that, you know. Blowing bubbles. Blowing bubbles, like blowing, I don't know, children could be significant. Blowing on their tummies. You know, bum bums. Bottom lips. Bum bums. I call them bum bums. I got that from Florida. Okay, where you call them bum bum lips or bum bums. I don't know why that's all significant. Babies could be significant. Babies have this purity, this innocence, this... I don't know about you, but bitch, no matter the time of day, bitch, all I gotta do is have a baby in my face and I'll be like... I don't know, maybe it's just the woman in me, but even men get soft for stuff like that. Okay? You're needing to enjoy the ride. You're needing to go with the flow in regards to something, right? Carousels can be carousels. 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 Some of you guys could take tinctures. Some of you guys could take gummies. Some of you guys could take liquids, foods with THC. Delta 8, CBD, things of the sorts like that could be significant. Cause that when I said Cara. Now I'm hearing caraway. Caraway, that's giving me Jessica Simpson's sister. I believe this is Jessica Simpson's sister. If it's not, shit. I used to think that bitch was her sister. Her name is something Caraway. I forgot, but she's a country singer as well. I'm just picking up on these things. I apologize. Jessica Simpson is a country singer. She was in the Dukes of Hazzard. She was actually in a lot of movies. Whether it was background, whether it was for a one-piece slideshow, you know, saying something. I don't know why all this stuff is significant. It's like you're just passing through, boo. You're just going through slideshows of shit. Just pass on through, love. It's like a town. Just pass through. Sundown towns could be significant. Somebody could be from a sundown town. Someone could be around a sundowner's town where it becomes like, I believe sundowners towns are racist towns. I believe those are what those are called. Those are racist towns where people of color, doesn't matter what color, whether you're Chinese, bitch, whether you're Filipino, whether you're Puerto Rican, Mexican, black, white, purple, pink, bitch, I don't give a fuck, blue. Okay? you got to stay out of a town out of a certain time. Okay? But I thought sundowners was when people with dementia start acting very odd at a certain time. You know, I don't know. These are things that I'm connecting. These are things that I'm connecting. These are all things that could be sitting here and are very or of significance to you. Let's keep going. See you on the other side. So once again, like I said, you're just going through slideshows right now. It's like, you know how in a movie they end up in a whole different boom, in a whole different shot, in a shoot. You know, they were just at the house. How did they end up at the business? You know, what happened to the walk? What happened to the scuffle? What happened to these things? I don't know. I'm picking up on that. It's like bits and pieces are missing. Oh my God, someone is hearing me and understanding what I'm saying. I'm still trying to get it together. Like, I don't, you see, that's significant. That's significant. You're still trying to get something together. Go your own way. Keep following what you're feeling. Keep following what you're feeling, because it's leading you right where you need to be, especially into lucky places. Maybe even outside, you're going to find a lot of lucky things. A lot of you could have been spending time outside recently, or just spending time in more floral, out-grounding places, right? Maybe even just more outside, whether this was just even taking on tasks. The park. Some of you guys, it's cold where you're at, so I get it. But in some sense, you were still paying some type of attention to outside. I don't know if you watch Animal Planet. I don't know if you watch shows, the geographical show. I don't know. I don't know the protection. I don't know why I said that. Obsidian could be significant. A lot of you guys are very protected around something. I don't know why you needed to know that. A lot of you guys are very guided and guarded as you walk, as you're doing whatever you're doing. I don't know what this is. Again, I don't know. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and higher beings. You could be second guessing yourself. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. You're rubbing it off on others. I want to let you know that. You just rubbed it off on me. You did. I was just sitting here like, my mind said, should I have even said any of that stuff? Should I even said of any of that stuff? What if it doesn't resonate with anyone? I don't give a fuck if it doesn't resonate with anyone. Bitch, I don't care. I know what I do here. I know what I do here. It could be for one person. It could be for 10,000 people. As long as the message got through. That's all I care about. That's all I cared about. All I know is God told me to come out here and say something. So that's all I'm doing. I know that I'm just doing what is asked of me. I need to stop worrying about the rest. Right? Right? Okay. Boo! 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 Text me, bitch. Text me. Because I wanted to hear all of that from you, mommy. I wanted to hear all of that from you. Let's go ahead and get into it. What is the message here? Did you see me cut it? Did you see me cut the deck? I don't feel like I did. If I did, hey, I didn't see myself do it. I didn't see myself do it. I didn't. Let's go. 3 of Pentacles. This could be around work, operations, contracts, friends, groups, groupies, people around you, an institution. Whoa. An institution. What did I think of the Constitution? Why am I thinking of, when you're in court and you basically have, I plead the fifth. You have your own laws. You have your own, I don't know why that is significant. That is significant to someone here. You have a right. You have a right. I don't want you to ever sit here and feel like you do not have, especially a constitutional right. I don't know what this is. I don't know if someone is sitting here playing racist with you, playing games with you. I don't know what this is, my love. I'm still trying to get into it. But this is what I'm just getting here. When I said institution, it made me think of constitutional rights. What? Do you know some people? A lot of people, a lot of court has done this. They tried to do this to me. They tried to do this to me. Okay? They tried to do this to me. All right? I went through something in my life. I'm so sorry. Hold on. I gotta sneeze. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Bless me. So, boom. I wrongfully went to court a couple years ago. I was wrongfully accused and wrongfully jailed. Okay, I was wrongfully accused and wrongfully jailed. I actually went through police brutality as well. Okay, my arm was broken and they were still yanking it right behind me, slamming me down. Just treating me like absolute shit. Just treating me like absolute shit. They treated me like crap. And I was just crying. I was just crying, just saying, how dare you? How could you? How could you ever do something like this? You know, there was no one could help me. No one could help me. I remember when let me go back. 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 I don't know why I'm telling you this story, but we finna get into it real quick. I went through a domestic violence situation several years ago to the point where I lost my mind. I lost my fucking mind. I lost my fucking mind. I don't know where I went. I still don't know where I went. I still don't know where I went. I'm very thankful that I'm still here. I used to be psychologically abused, physically abused, mentally abused. It felt like jail. And even then it was worse than that. I was being forced to stay in a room every day. It just came down to that at a point of time. And I'm not going to sit here and say, I didn't walk into a situation like that. You know, my relationship at that time was never abusive. It was never like that. I was already in a relationship for almost 5 years, going on 6 years. You understand? And it went beautiful. I had a very, very beautiful relationship. I had 2 kids out of it. Okay? My baby father and we ended up getting into drugs. I'm just having to be honest with you. Right? We ended up getting into drugs. And it went downhill from there. It went downhill from there. And me personally, I came from a family who did drugs. So it was nothing unfamiliar to me. You understand? But him, he never grew up in that. He never grew up around that. Drugs was never a part of his life. So that was something that definitely, that took him. It took him. Have you ever heard that saying? You do the drugs, don't let the drugs do you. That is very real. That is very real. I'm not a judgmental person. You do whatever the hell you like. Okay? That's your body. Remember that. And I had to remember at a point in time too. Right? That's when I woke up. I just woke up one day. Because, and I'm not going to sit here and say I was not neglecting my responsibilities. I was like a functioning drug addict. I had my job. I came home. I was still a mom. I still cooked. I cleaned. I attended to the things, school, all of these things. I was still a very functioning drug addict. It didn't mean that it was good. You understand? I ended up, I didn't know how much it was really fucking up my body. It was messing my body up really bad. And what happened? You see, I'm missing spots from back there. What happened? I ended up waking up one day and I didn't want it anymore. I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't want this anymore. I didn't want this life. I didn't want to be this person because I didn't like what I was seeing in the mirror. I just didn't like it. So I woke up one day and I stopped everything. Well, he couldn't do the same thing. Understand again, like I said, we grew up from 2 different family relays, right? So that definitely has a come to it, right? So he got very, very took by his drug addictions to the point where it overtook him for several years. It actually took him for almost 3 years. You know, it was off and on, and I was a very supportive person. Like, and when I say supportive, man, do you see how mean I am? If you don't know me, pay attention. You'll see how cut up a bitch can be, okay? And I was the same way with the person that was the love of my life at that time. He was the love of my life at that time. I only wanted the best for him. You understand? I still have, of course, that's the man who's had my children. I still have love in that sense. Do you understand? Absolutely. Obviously, you can't sit here and never say you don't have love for you've made things out of this. It's just stupid to say stuff like that. Just carry on. Just carry on. You understand? Say what you gotta say and carry on. You understand? So boom, right? I ended up taking him, and I used to try to get him off of his addictions. And those moments where I think I get him off of his addictions, he'd just be hiding it from me. Well, overall, time started moving forward. And as that thing started worsening, even in my own home, they started worsening. Oh, my stomach is growling really bad. My bad. Things started worsening, and my mental started worsening even more. Because with that, it started messing him up. His drug addictions were messing him up really, really, really bad. Really bad. It was messing his own mental up. It was messing his own health, his own wellness, his own sleep, his own wake, like everything. It was messing everything up. Everything. You know, regardless of the fact, it just ended up with me in that position. With that position. In that position. Losing my mind. Losing my mind. Not able to go in it. Like, it ended up with me being very restricted with how bad this person got in regards with their drug addiction. They got worse within their actions or how they treated me. And again, this was someone that I've known since I was 16, you know? It's not that easy to just, you know what, fuck you, bye. You know, I can understand even like today, you know, as of today, I could sit here and I could do that, you know? But even people that I know from way back when, man, I still got such heart for. I got heart for people now. Shit, I just don't reveal my heart. I don't reveal that to everybody. That's not for everyone. Right? Anyways, I don't know why I'm sitting here telling you this story. I don't. But obviously you're supposed to get something from it. I ended up losing my mind. And I almost got 51-50'd. And that's the thing about people. People don't get how you could lose your mind. When you're beaten, battened, bruised, lied to, you lied to constantly at that. Constantly cannot trust anyone. And not only that, being inflicted that you cannot trust yourself. You cannot be trusted. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. The paranoia of what someone had when I was around, it was very, very crazy. That was one of the most, I've been through crazy things in my life, and that was one of the most craziest things I've ever went through in my life. That I will never put myself through again. I refuse. I refuse to do that. I refuse it. Anyways, after years, and as the years went by, it started to get worse. It was the final year, and I had it. I was done. God damn, stop. I was done. I was done with, keeping quiet. I was done with not telling anyone. I was done with all of that. So I decided to finally call the police. I said, you know, fuck that. Because your family wants to hide it. My family's not giving a fuck. So, and shit, and not even then, I don't even want to say excuse me. It wasn't even a not giving a fuck. I was lying to my family constantly about what was going on. Not only that, I would lose contact with them a lot. A lot. Being in this relationship, I lost contact of them a lot. So they went almost about 5 years without hearing from me. They went 5 years from hearing from me. Okay? So, boom. I ended up calling the police. And I remember that night. And people sit here and they talk about why my hair is short. That this is where the tears come, because y'all be fucked up. Like, y'all be fucked up. You don't know a person. You don't know a person. You understand? People sit here and they call me a man. They call me a stud. They call me... These words just don't offend me. It's just a simple fact that this is your perspective. Why don't you just ask? Why don't you just ask or just mind your fucking business? I used to have beautiful hair. I used to have beautiful, beautiful hair. Okay? I still have beautiful hair. Alright? I still have beautiful hair. I prefer it short, actually. I prefer it short. But I used to get dragged. I used to get clamped by my hair and dragged to every room by my hair. And that's when I cut it off. No. No one will ever touch me by my hair again. You understand? That just stuck with me. That stuck with me. And that has always stuck with me. You see why my hair is so short now? Why I always keep it short. And that's just me. That's me. I have things that have affected me. So now I keep it short. That's just me. I haven't seen myself with long hair in a very long time, and it is what it is, G. Boom. But people sit here and they say all these cruel, mean things. I love you, no, Bernard. I am. Shit, I am. Shit. Thank you. Look. Boom. Just people don't even ask questions, but yet they'll be the first people to say the most insultive things. But they don't know what came behind that. A lot of folks really don't know me, but they'll have a lot to say about me or how I carry myself. And I just don't give a fuck. I don't care because I don't wish what I went through on anybody. I've been through a lot. That is one piece of many fucking pieces that I've been through. And it all puzzles together to form a beautiful person that resorted to be me. Trust me, I could have been like fucking, oh my God, I could have been one of those fucking killers out there. Trust me. People don't know. People don't know. I was raised, people don't get it. I was raised since a child. I could have been a fucking killer. I could have been anything. I could have been anything. I could have been anything. I was going through a lot of abuse when I was a child. I went through a lot of stuff when I was a child. And I used to always ask myself, why? Why are you beating me like this? Why are you fucking me up like this? Why? I never knew why. You understand? And then, I'm going to tell you something. When I was 8 years old, I don't tell people this because they look at me like, what the fuck is your issue? When I was 8 years old, I was getting fucked up in my house. I was getting fucked up a lot. My parents were just beating me up a lot in my home. And there were 6 of us. It always came to me. I always got the ass beating. I always got the extensive whooping. I always got those things. Right? Boom. I guess me as a child, I got sick and tired of it. I got sick and tired of not being heard, not being cared for, always being neglected for. Even as a child, I knew I was not being taken care of the way that I needed to. And I got tired of it. You know what I did? And this is still so crazy to me, but that tells you how much a child went through to do something like that. I went and got bleach. I got bleach. I poured it in the milk. I sat there in the kitchen and waited all day. I waited all day for someone to drink it. I waited all day for someone to drink it. And you know what who the first person was? My mother. My mother was the first person to drink it. And she spit it right out. She spit it right out. And you know what happened? Well, I was sitting right there. Shit, the jig is up. You know, I was sitting right there. The first thing she did was beat me senselessly. What the fuck are you doing? How could you do that? I grew up with a lot of resentment for my parents growing up. For a lot of people. I've had to forgive a lot of things. That didn't come with accountability. I had to take an account. I don't know how we started off with constitutional and we ended off with here. A lot of you guys have a lot of rooted things that are deeply rooted. And This could be another reason why you stand the way that you stand today, why you are the way that you are today, whether you see that or not. And this is what I'm picking up on here as well. Anyways, the police came. Let's go back to that first story. The police came. I'm trying to tell them what happened. They weren't listening to me at all. They weren't listening to me at all. They just threw me in the back of the police car. I was like 20 years old when this happened. I was 20. Okay? I didn't even know how to speak for myself. All I know is there's someone who's hurting me and I need help. There's someone who is hurting me and I need help. And everything just went downhill from there. They didn't even listen to me. They didn't even hear me. They didn't. It's like those men were sexist because they didn't do anything but listen to the person who was a man who inflicted all of that pain and all of that torture on me. I actually went to jail. I went to jail. I went to jail. I went to the jail first, and I was sitting there begging and pleading and telling them in the car, you know, you're making a wrong decision. You're making a wrong. My arm is broken. You know, I have blood coming down my face. I have, you know, welts and, you know, those big old bulges coming out my face. I was fucked up. I was fucked up that day. And he didn't even care. This man was so stone cold, ice cold, so numb. It's like he deals with this type of stuff every day. And fuck it, it's just another one. It's just another one. We're just going to throw her. You know? Tell me how I got to the jail. Right? After begging and pleading that I need, you know, not only are you doing wrong, I need help. Like, I need help. The jail treats me like I'm trash. Why did you bring her here? Do you know that her arm is broken? Do you know that we're going to be liable for that? Oh, no. You need to get her out of here now. You need to take her to the hospital now. No, we're not going to be liable for her injuries. We're not going to be in trouble for her injuries. That's all they cared about. That's all they cared about. And tell me how, even after the fact that this nurse at the jail said that my arm was broken, this man still had he was ashamed, and you could see the shame on his face, but he still had nothing to say to me. Boom. I went to the hospital. They treated me like shit. I'm you know, cuffed up to the bed by ankle and by wrist. You understand? They're all treating me like shit. They were all treating me like shit. Even the nurses, the people who were just coming in to see the situation. It was fucked up how I was done. That situation was so unjustly. I don't know how else to speak on it. As life has went by, I've had more of a justifiable ruling for it. And what I mean by that, life has been more justifiable to me. Sometimes we can't go back and take things to those moments. And that is why God sits here and bless us. You don't get it. A lot of people sit here but they don't get it. They don't get how much I've been through. But you could sit down and you could listen to. You could listen to. All of his people suffer. That is why he blesses them greatly. You don't know what I've been through, boo. All you see is a pretty face and some tears sometimes. Or you see me giggling sometimes. You don't fucking know me, bitch. You don't fucking know me. There could be a court that is being racial, that is being, or something that is needing to be used on some type of racial matter constitution. Palita quiero, Pablo. Mario. Let to mama. Feliz. Yes. This could definitely be for wow. People of all different nationalities and colors and cultures, especially people who are born out of the US. I'm not even getting people from the US, you know, I'm getting from people, of course, people who have ventured and come here, you know, whatever people's families have, I'm getting a way bigger message than what I was expecting. I'm getting a way bigger message than what I was expecting. I'm hearing Bad Bunny in my head. All right. Why am I hearing Tati Mi Pregunto? That is a song that he has, Mi Pregunto. That is a song that he has on there. Someone could listen to a lot of bilingual or Spanish music. That could just be their culture as well. I don't know. I don't know. Again, this all stemmed from constitutional rights. The full card, someone is needing to take a new risk. Again, didn't I just sit here and tell you somebody's stepping on land? Family venturing, right? Venturing from state to state, maybe even different cultures, right? To establish more for themselves, right? I don't know why I'm getting such an agricultural message right now. I'm getting an agricultural message. That's what I'm getting. Thank you, Spirit. Please keep touching me. Keep touching me because I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. People taking what they have and moving forward. Look, the Two of Wands, that is the regular Two of Wands is someone with the world in their hands, ready to venture off with the natural history essence that they already have. Do you understand? Which way they're going to move, which way they're going to turn. This is also reminding me of what I just gave you, right? Reminding me of what I just gave you, right? Going your own way, right? The compass, right? X's and Y's. X's and Y's can be significant. Isn't that in square root? Square root? We're still going back to root. You see what I'm saying? Please, I hope you're connecting with me here. I really hope you're connecting with me here. And if you're not, I don't give a fuck. Somebody will. Somebody will, boo. I know what I'm picking up on. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Please, keep going for me. Keep going for me. Someone could be being led to their agriculture, their cultures, their nationalities, to their generations. Like maybe you don't know everything that you are your race. Maybe you don't know all of your races. Maybe you don't know everything that you were made of. Maybe you don't know all of your lineage. Okay, it doesn't have to be in you, but it was laid down on the foundation. It was laid down on the foundation. This is what I'm picking up on here as well. Yo, I'm picking up on something. I love you, boo. Thank you. I'm trying to pick up on this. See, and you know what this is giving me? This is giving me like someone who is walking in those immigration buildings, trying to go get a green card, trying to go take the papers, trying to build in the paperworks, things of the sorts like that. This is just what this is giving me. This is what this is giving me. There is about to be some type of changes, world changes that are about to be happening. That is the truth. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I feel blessed when I get knowledge like this because I am just not someone who shares things like this. I don't share things like this. Not everyone is going to want to listen to stuff like this, nonetheless want to hear about it. I get it. When you don't understand or when it's not about you, I get why you don't want to fucking listen. But know that it is about you. It is about you because it does affect you. It does affect you. And you see how it's been affecting you. The price is going up, rent going up, things going up, not being able to afford this, that, and the third. You only being able to pay for this, that, and the third. You better be blessed. You better be lucky that you have things being able to go by. Because there's people who are having it fucking hard out here. Hard out here. I'm telling you the truth. I know what I'm hearing. There is about to be some type of different There's about to be like some type of changes. Please, please. I don't know who's sitting here watching the news. I don't know if someone is sitting here watching for some type of agricultural changes in regards to like letting things in, letting other people into the USA. Maybe even the USA being more an alliance with other things. I don't. I can't tell you. I'm sorry. I can't. I don't know. I don't know. The Wheel of Fortune, something that is like destiny. That is like change. That could be world change, the world changing, moving forward. The High Priestess, this is like watching and waiting for this. Watch and wait for this. Wait for it. It's coming. It's coming. Watch for this. A lot of people are about to be accepted. I don't know what Trump is doing. I don't know what Trump is doing. I don't know why this just gave me Trump. I don't know why this gave me Trump. I'm not trying to get into, I'm not getting into political views. I'm telling you what I see here. I haven't said anything other than what I've seen. That's it. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, I got both my hands up. Just, man. I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like I'm going to be attacked. Like, I'm going to be attacked. I'm going to be, I don't know, halted immediately. Someone has some type of opinions out there. This is even giving me like Candace Owens having opinions, right? Having truth, facts, matters around things. I don't know why we're getting into stuff like this, from agricultural to even political. There is a lot of world changes going on right now. I am very surprised I do not see the world out here in the hermit heart, and I feel like it's all starting with you. Maybe you're just even too to yourself to even see these changes. This is what I'm getting here as well. You're very to yourself. You know, that's what a lot of people are. A lot of people are too to themselves, too just about what they got going on. And I'm not sitting here saying you shouldn't worry about just what you got going on. I respect it. I love it. That's what has developed where you are right now. But have you been noticing the neighbors? Have you been noticing what goes on in your neighborhood? Have you been noticing what goes on in the schools? Have you been noticing any of those things? Please, someone is listening. It's like someone has been sitting here begging and pleading, and please listen. I'm telling you. What is the message here? Everything that I'm sitting here telling you is the truth. Is that all you needed me to tell you? Like, I don't know. There is about to be some type of change. There is about to be some type of change. Something has reached some type of pivotal, is what I just heard, change. I'm about to get off of here. The Ten of Cups. There is about to be so much different. Look at this. This is an interracial family. This could look like a Hispanic family if you actually look at it. Abuelita right there. You got abuelo right there. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, you got dad right there. This could be someone who lives in a single parent home. Someone who was forced to only grow up with their dad, only forced to grow up with their grandparents, forced to grow up with their mom. They could have been forced into separation. I'm picking up on this. I'm telling you, yo. I'm out of here. I'm not saying no more of this. I'm not saying no more of this. What is the message? What is the message here? What else are you? What could I say that would help me understand? Help them understand. The Five of Swords. There was a lot of hate. I just heard incrimination. There's a lot of incrimination going on. A lot of people who are going to be getting their way, getting ways, fulfillment, wishes being fulfilled. Like this is going to be glory. Glory, like, wow, you would have never thought. You understand? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. A lot of people are going to want to incriminate these things. Clarify the Five of Swords. You remind me. You gave me a feeling I was doing too much. I went around Someone like left something and then decided to work for themselves, do something for themselves. Stop acting like it's Kool-Aid. It used to be back in the days. Stop acting like it's Kool-Aid. It used to be back in the days. It's like you're needing to really see the realization of things. It's somewhat, when I see you, it's somewhat awkward for me. I don't know who that is. Didn't I just sit here and tell you something about that policeman being ashamed? Right? Some feelings never go away. Some feelings never go away. Something is about to be revealed. Just watch for it. Because I'm still trying to key in notes for this. Go watch the news. Keep if you're a person to watch the news. Shit, honestly, don't watch shit. Watch God bring it to you. That's all I gotta say.